Harris steps in. At the 4, with Duran at the... With the 4, with Duran. Center spot. Cade Cunningham out there with Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Pistons getting on. the board first. Mathurin passes to Siakam. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. So, Tim, for teams off to a really slow start, there's pressure to get it together before it's too late, and there's not enough time to make it up.
Well, it's early, so teams still have time. I think some teams have been affected by injury or just slow starts by individual players. It's not too late, but you can't wait too long either.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to Robinson Earl. Mathurin passes to Robinson Earl. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And he gets the bucket. Duren's got 6 points.
Yeah, it's a street fight out there, and that's exactly how Duren likes to play.
Here's Nembhard. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Pass to Robinson Earl. Buries it from three-point range. Robinson Earl's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Harris a screen on Nembhard. Cunningham passes to Harris. And stolen by Siakam. A finish. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And after years of disappointment, the Pistons, Tim, finally seem to have put it together.
And I think the key for them has been blending in the right amount of veteran leadership with their emerging young players. And I'll tell you what, this team still has a lot more upside. And one of the big reasons Cunningham went first overall in the draft, his playmaking at 6'6" is really valuable.
Pacers have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And finished off by Siakam.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Cunningham drives in, and it's in there.
With his 6'6" size, Cunningham is so tough to get off his rhythm off the bounce.
Siakam inside. Guarded by Harris. And stolen by Thompson. Cunningham finds Robinson. Back to Cunningham. Thompson outside. Pass to Cunningham. Harris a screen on Nembhard. Shot clock at 6. Count it. And it's a tie ball game.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Here's Nembhard. No scoring in this one. Mathurin passes to Robinson Earl. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. The Pistons have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Here's Duren. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Pacers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's Walker. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart checked in for Jalen Duren. Holland comes in for Harris. LeVert's checked in for Robinson. And it's Jenkins in for Cunningham. Shepard's checked in for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Tim, regardless of where he's played, Caris LeVert has always found a role.
Well, there's a lot to like, Kevin. He can defend as well as create offensively, and that means he's going to be in your rotation.
And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Collins kicks to LeVert. Over Shepherd. And it's LeVert missing.
But it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
And it's Shepherd missing.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Pass to Stewart. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
With the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And a wide open look for Siakam. And the three ball is good. Siakam's got 9 points.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
To the paint. Stewart passes to Jenkins. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Stewart with the screen on McConnell. Jenkins with it. Stewart down low. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Pacers lead by 2. Live from Little... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Indiana.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high-percentage looks.
Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Caris LeVert is out there with Cunningham. And it's Holland in at the 3. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. LeVert against McConnell. Pass to Shepherd. Goes back up. Holland with the rebound. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
Robinson's checked in for Holland. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And the rejection by Jackson. And the basket by Harris. For Indiana, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's McConnell. Pass to Jackson. Indiana moving the ball around. Clock at 6. McConnell kicks to Bradley from outside the arc. Robinson pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Kevin, back to you.
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Detroit?
And they set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Well, that's true, and they've also been going right at the rim, which I love. Attack, attack, attack.
And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
They've been tough. I mean, the reason typically don't win at the highest level. You need to take those losses, get that experience, and learn from those lessons.
Robinson Earls checked in for the Pacers. For the Detroit Pistons, they won the last contest that game against the 76ers. Outside Walker. Siakam against Durant. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And give Siakam the hoop and the ball on that one. Since Since being drafted back in 2016, he really improved that upper body strength.
One shot.
Throw good, Siakam. And despite all the accolades, GA is a possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated.
Absolutely. One of the best team players in the league. Versatile. When he can try goes beyond his impressive stats.
The Pacers with the lead. Pass to Robinson Earl. Back to McConnell.
Score the basket. He got after this in his first attempt. How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Cunningham against McConnell. And Robinson wide open, but he shoots. A three-pointer off the mark. Indiana leads by 3. Nembhard the pass to Walker. And here's McConnell. Back to Walker. 7-foot shot. And again, it's Indiana.
Just reliable guys. He's just always trying to make the right shot.
And so
So the timeout here by JB Bickerstaff.
he's returned to talk to for the Pistons. Stewart checked in for Jalen Duren. Sargent comes in for Paris Hilbert. And it's Jenkinson filling in. The Pacers also with the sub. Benedict Mathurin is checked in for T.J. McConnell. Harris on the pick for Robinson. Back to Harris. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Harris has got 4 points now on the board.
And I like Harris mixing that into his game. That time he screened the defender, and then he found himself open for a shot.
Mathurin passes to Siakam. Off target from outside. This one's trailed by 3. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Walker. And Jenkins kicks to Robinson. Now here's Jenkins. He gives the team some steady offense. 2 points a game. Robinson, that's good.
When there's a big setup, gotta find a way as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Detroit takes possession.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
Detroit's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers in the second quarter so far. All right, legs, follow me here. You look at the rise of teams like Detroit. There's a lot to be said for having young legs.
Well played, Kevin. Well played. And look, today's game exacts a physical toll. If you think of it, that's especially true when you're playing a team like the Pistons. They play fast and they hit hard.
Stewart, a screen for Harris. Down low. And the stroke by Stewart.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pass to Walker. And a wide open look for Mathurin. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And it's 6 points here for Bennedict Mathurin. Stewart with the screen on Nembhard. Outside Robinson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
All right, that's 2 fouls. Not a big deal, but you don't want to pick up that third before the half.
Holland, he's checked in for Detroit. Right side, Mathurin. Walker with the screen for Mathurin. And there's the try. And he takes in the lead off the hooks. Mathurin's got the lead up to 6 now for Indiana.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Here's Jenkins. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And Allen, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
The Los Angeles Clippers will be playing against the 76ers out in Philadelphia. It's going to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Detroit Pistons. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Pascal Siakam in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Well, he is playing to his strengths right now, just spreading the basketball around to his teammates and making everybody better.
Here's Rick Carlisle starting the second half. They've got Andrew Nembhard. Siakam is out there with Jarris Walker. Then there's Bennedict Mathurin. And it's Robinson in at the center position. You know, Jim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skill.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself. And that is the difference.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 6. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21. Last season, his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Just dramatically, there's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Well, this league has some of the world's best athletes. But Asar Thompson, like his brother Ben, Tim, they're on another level.
Yeah, this guy has a top-tier burst and relentlessness to make things happen. He's already a stopper at the defensive end.
Pass to Thompson. Cunningham on the wing. Covered by Siakam. Cunningham's shot is over. Pacers leading by 3. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allen the Force courtside. Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Back over to you.
A cagey veteran. Allen, we thank you very much. And the shot goes down. Harris has got 8 points.
Well, that's nice. Asserting himself inside. Harris taking it right to the defense.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Indiana shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good. So he has 1 of 2 from the stripe.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
Roberta screen on Nemar. Here's Cunningham for the tie. Thompson, a screen on Siakam. It's tipped. And again, Detroit turns it over.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Thompson. He's around 14 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
And that's such a valuable tool for this team. His defense can really shift the momentum.
Holland, he's checked in for Detroit. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Pistons. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, Indiana, 10 games behind.
And I think for the Pistons, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
Well, they were in everyone's crosshairs, and they've actually outperformed some of those predictions. That is not easy to do with a target on your back.
Jordan, that's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 6th assist on the night. On the wing, Walker. Siakam outside. Pass to Nemar. Now Mathurin shoots over the first. And it's Mathurin missing.
And guys like what they've been doing down low in the post.
That one goes. Counter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain it.
Siakam outside. Nemar the pass to Walker. For 3, Siakam. That's the 6th make on the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Running in, passes to Holland. Siakam pulls it in. Indiana leads by 3. Nemar for 3. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. To zone center, that's a Star Thompson. Shadows his man with relentless determination, but his game right before his 10th, don't you think, is expanding in every way?
Oh, he's got immeasurable impact defensively, blocks, steals, deflection, always a disruptor. He's still a little bit foul prone, but I think as he starts to get a reputation in this league as an elite defender, he is going to be scary.
LeVert, screen on McConnell. Pass to LeVert. And that one drops.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Mathurin. Back to Bradley. Banked in off the glass. Bradley's got 4 points in the quarter.
And nice read from Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. Jenkins the pass to Thompson. It's stolen by Mathurin. From 11 feet away. That one no good. Stewart, a screen for Jenkins. Pass to Stewart. That one doesn't go. Bradley with a nice D. And offensively, a great show for the Phillies through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Pacers out in front, up by 5. And we'll be back with you right after this. And the worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, big fella here with a series of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability.
And right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
We've reached the fourth. Javonte Green is out there with home. Then there's Paul Reed. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Jenkins in the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now. And stolen by Siakam. And the wide open shot from Morris. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers. The hustle. That's for the Pacers.
They have been a wrecking ball defensive, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going. Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Now, here's LeVert. He's guarded closely. It's rebounded by Indiana. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their home season. Siakam misses.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
They set the pick to the inside. Holland. And he quotes it for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
That's an excellent play call. Free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
And when Carlisle decides to call timeout, and that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. The Pacers also with the sub. Robinson Earls checked in for Morris. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Ali LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Thank you, Ellie. Out to Harris. It's out of bounds. The Pistons into a team position here. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And they're in the midst of a terrific stretch of basketball, really playing as a unit, picking up wins both on the road and at home. They just look completely unstoppable right now.
And going straight up with those long arms, Durant flat out a brick wall around the rim.
Harris outside. Outside for Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Harris is 3 on Walker. Here's Robinson. Detroit, no good that time either. Pacers leading by 3. Nembhard fires. Durant pulls it down.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Durant with a screen on Mathurin. Here's Durant. Cleared away by Mathurin. Cunningham against Nembhard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Cunningham against Nembhard. Flings it in off the window.
Oh, that's Cade Cunningham, the guy you want with the ball in big spots.
Siakam outside. He takes it in. For 3. And down goes the 3.
Confident they can compose on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Thompson, a screen on Nembhard. Now Thompson.
Stick race from Thompson. No fear in the mid-ball.
Now Nembhard. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Siakam. Oh, softly lays it in.
Massive there from Siakam. We've seen him do it in the finals. This guy showing he's made for big moments.
Cunningham.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Gets the first that narrows the lead down to just 3. And he makes both free throws.
This team knows they can rely on him in these situations. He is so consistent at the free throw line.
Now Mathurin. Got it to go off the glass.
And this is a test for Mathurin. It hit passes with flying colors, showing he can deal with having the whole team riding his shoulders.
Cunningham. Driving the lane. And it misses. And Walker's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Now Nembhard. Mathurin. And the 3 misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And here's Thompson. Cunningham. Oh, he did not get the layup. And an intentional foul right there. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Harris against Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. So they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So Williams 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
Cunningham inside. Nembhard covering. Duran. And he misses the jam. And he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. And so the Pacers take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent at the time. GA, this one.
Pascal, these days you are called upon to
Terrific job, Ellie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Alan LaForce, I'm Kevin Hart. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.